There we go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Friday night. That means it's time for the Midwest Motorsports Truck Series to get down and dirty. Tonight we're racing at Kansas Speedway, tri-oval, asphalt, ready to rock. We have just one race in the books so far this season, and that was Daytona Super Speedway. If you missed it, you missed a heck of a show. Mark Cochran won with just .006 behind in front of Justin Thaler. Josh Anderson was third, Travis Jones fourth, Eric Thaler fifth. So that's the points schedule as well. Early days in our season 7 of the Truck Series. Tonight we're at Kansas, 13 races this season. This is race number 2. And look out, Dustin Reinstedel has put it on the pole, I believe. I don't know why I'm surprised. But also there are quite a few end-of-line penalties coming up. So we will take an extra pacing lap or two to get things underway. There's an overhead shot as a 41 car field. 38 trucks actually came to the grid. 38. Over half the field has end of line penalties. So new for this season, if you don't know, if you are over 12x at the end of the race, you get an end of the line penalty for the next race. Just means you start in the back. It's not a big deal. It'll be gone by the time the competition caution comes. So it's not a big deal. Don't freak out if you get an end of the line penalty. But we're starting to roll out, and I believe Dustin Reinstedel is set on the pole. There he is in the number 11. Let's see if I can get him down here to talk to me. Hey, Dustin, it's James J. in the booth. You got me?
I got you loud and clear.
Hey, congratulations on your pole, man. You're starting this day off right. What do you think we're going to see tonight at Kansas?
Should be some tight racing and some fun strategy, hopefully. We'll see.
All right, we'll be watching. I like the new blue paint. It looks good on the number 11. I'll send you back up there. But yeah, congratulations on a good poll, Dustin. We'll be watching you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I'm working on it. Dustin, it's not letting me move you, brother. Dustin, can you bring yourself back up there? Do I need to?
Yeah, I should be able to do it. Hang on just a second.
Oh, crap. Lights are out. What's wrong with my thing? Sorry, man. We're going to go. All right, you got it. Sorry about that, Dustin. My apologies. Got about 50 windows open here. But Dustin Reinstedt in the 11 puts it on the pole. Let's see what happens. We got Ty Williams on the outside of the front row. Jason Kraft and Michael Samia. On the second row, Mark Cochran and Ryan Sargent, third row. Armand Brusso and Ron Schamer, fourth row. Brandon Morris, Brendan Hornish, fifth row. Stephen Halligan, Robert Olavison, sixth row. John Aslin, Corbin Fleckenstein, Mike Todd, Michael Harris Jr., Colton Lanford, Robert Sanders, Josh Anderson. A lot of familiar faces in here. Thanks to all the Midwest Motorsports crew that showed up. And we are green. Up front, Dustin Reinstedt gets an early jump. Jason Kraft in the 3 truck. And it looks like the 1 truck, Mike Samia's dropped down to the bottom already. Mike Samia under Ty Williams now as we're fanning out. Using all the apron here, as you can see. Tri-oval. Lots of racing room. We're going 4 wide behind him. Ryan Sargent, Mark Cochran. The 97 of Ron Schamer right with him. 97 and 95. Armand Brusso in the blue 95. 97 looking under the 93. We still side by side up front with Mike Samia and Ty Williams. Anything can happen in these first few laps. But look at the battle back here for 5th. I think that's Brendan Hornish wanting some of the action as well. Lots of new paints. It's going to take me a minute to figure everybody out. But the Yeti truck of Brendan Hornish looks pretty good. 63. The 39 of Brendan Morris on the outside of the Yeti truck. Now 39 drops inside of the 95, working Mark Cochran. Brendan Morris has been with Midwest Motorsports for a while, knows everybody well, and knows how these trucks run. We're going to have a competition caution at lap 20. So it's early days right now. Everybody's still figuring out the trucks, figuring out how the racing goes, and they start to single file out in the front, still working 3 wide in the back. Brandon Morris has made the pass on Mark Cochran, your points leader and winner last week at Daytona. Now Stephen Halligan, Mark Cochran, and Brendan Hornish. Brendan Hornish decides not to go 3 wide this time by. But incredible racing going on. Corbin Fleckenstein in the 43, also looking pretty racing. Back here we got Colton Lanford and Mike Todd still going at it as well. Incredible racing all up and down this Midwest Motorsports field. And we're yellow. Car 64, 10. Let's see if we can find out what happened. That's Brandon Thayer. Got his truck pointed the wrong way. See if I can rewind fast enough to get it. Oh, yeah, he's backed up against the wall. Went backwards for quite a while. And now my app decides to quit working. Sorry, guys. We're still riding with Brandon. See what happens. 99 gets under him. It's Trevor McLaughlin. Those two usually don't mix and match too well. I mean, never had any problems as far as I know. There's a 64, Brandon Thayer. That's who we're watching. Gets up there with the 18. Crosses down, looking under the 10. Trying to go 3 wide here. 91 up top. Ooh, the 10 comes down. It's like they have a slowdown in front of them. Oh, and the 10 and the 64 get tangled up. Just, I don't think Brandon was quite clear. See if I can get you a better shot. Riding with Brandon now on the back corner. See if Brandon comes up or the 10 comes down. Oh, it's hard to tell. Gets crossed up. Not much he can do after that. He's along for the ride. Barney throws the yellow. Brandon waits for a clear track and then spins it around. It's less than 5 laps to go. So I don't think we're going to see. I still think we're going to see a competition caution at lap 20. But so far, Dustin Reinstedtle's off to a good early start. It's not about blaming the Midwest Motorsports. These guys will get it back together. Brandon has lots of time to get it back. We're going 101 laps. Competition caution once again at lap 20. Lights are out on the pace car, so we're going to go green this time by. Kansas Speedway hosted truck race. His first truck race was 2001. The winner was Ricky Hendrick. How about that? All you Hendrick fans out there, Ricky is the reason there's a number 17, I believe. I believe that was Ricky's number. Could be wrong. Mike Samia lines up behind Dustin Reinstedtle, Ty Williams in the 81, and Brandon Morris. I am not surprised to see him up here. Oh, 69. No, that's not Brandon. That's Ryan Sargent in the 69. But Dustin Reinstedtle, your leader, gets in the Geico restart zone and steps on the gas, and he's on. Once again, out to an early lead. Ryan Sargent, the 69 Texans logo today. Camping World 3 of Jason Kraft. Diving down underneath that 69. 69 leaves a little bit of room. Ty Williams sees it. He knows to be aware. Gives him space. Armand Brousseau and Stephen Allegan working hard. Here comes Brandon Morris working under Ron Schumer. Did he make it stick? The 39 Brandon Morris looks good. And we're yellow again. See if we can find out why. The 2273. $987.31. It's a lot of trucks. Michael Jordan truck of 87. Thomas Fuller. Looks like it happened right behind him. See if we can get a view of what happened. 41's Josh Anderson. Can't quite tell who's up in front. The 10, that's Noel Jekowitz again. See if we can see what happens here. Got people deciding to use the apron, some of them not deciding to use the apron. $77 right beside him. Where are they wrecking? Oh, they got crossed up right in front. Now he's coming up the track. We can find out who that is. Robert Olavison. It's like somebody just got crossed up. That's Mike Todd. Here it is in real time. Mike Todd comes up. Oh, he hits the 22. And then crosses up in front of the whole field. And then they get together. And luckily they don't involve more. That was just slam bam, thank you, ma'am, from Mike Todd. Here it is in real time coming at you. Down on the apron, Mike Todd comes up on the apron to go around somebody in front of him. And, well, obviously maybe doesn't know he's there. Now he's recovering, tried to cross over, gets into the 9. They get tangled up together, into the wall, losing fenders. 31 barely catches a piece of that. That's the end of that. But we're back racing. Thanks for letting me sort that out. We didn't miss anything, just half a lap. One restart, but we're back racing. All we missed was the pacing laps. No real change up front. Dustin Reinstedel, Michael Samia now in second place. So this is the battle up front. Mike Samia in the 1 truck, a new number this season as Jason Kraft Already picked up the number 3, so Mike Samia moves over to the number 1 right now. Chasing down Dustin Reinstedel. He was your champion in the Truck Series 2 seasons ago, but also the Cup Series champion this season. Can Mike Samia hunt him down? We'll see if we're going to have a competition caution at lap 20. So we got 2 more laps to go for a competition caution. Then I think we'll see some pit stops. Although there were a couple of takers last time. No points awarded, just a competition caution. Nothing really to be gained here. I believe Mike Samia is just going to track him down as the sun starts to set at the Kansas Speedway. And that's the competition caution, lap 20. Mike Samia, Dustin Reinstedel slow it down. As the whole field also does the same. As Kansas Speedway is under caution once again for the competition caution. 1/5 of the way, right at lap 20. We'll see if the pit lane has any takers. Yeah, it looks like the top group is coming in. So far, everybody's coming in. One driver stayed out. We'll find out who that is. As Barney the pace car drives by. Two trucks stayed out. Everybody else comes in. Dustin Ryan settled down. Let's see where he comes out. More trucks make their way out of pit lane. 6 trucks stayed out of pit lane this time around. As the top 6, a lot of them stopped at lap 12. So a good way to gain some track position. 8 laps older on tires and fuel. Keep your eye on the 93 of Mark Cochran, Stephanie Piccoli, Ty Williams. Stopped at lap 20, only for 7 seconds. And he came out third. So Ty Williams comes in for gas only and comes out third. I'd say that's a plus for Ty Williams. '85 of Stephanie Halligan. 40 of Michael Ayers on the front row. And there he is, Ty Williams in the 81. Stopped at lap 20. He's got the freshest tires. And he's in the front. So I give my props to Ty Williams as he tries to put some heat in his tires. We go on board with him now. Restart. From the outside, Michael Harris gets him going. Ty Williams drops under Stephanie, and we're back racing. Mark Cochran in the 93 right behind. The 40 of Michael Harris Jr. is out to an early lead. Mark Cochran, Stephanie Halligan. Mark Cochran on the inside. Is he going to take the position? Not just yet, but you can see Michael Harris in the front. Stephanie Halligan holds strong. Mark Cochran has to drop in single file. We've got 3 wide behind him. Shane Coker, Mike Todd, and the 11 of Dustin Reinstedel going underneath Mike Todd for now. Looking for a way around the 31. Dustin Reinstedel's got a fast truck. We know that. He put it on the pole. Now he's chasing down, trying to figure out how to move through the field and regain that top position. Here he is drafting off of Mark Cochran, goes up high. Looking up ahead at the leaders, Michael Harris, Ty Williams in the 81, riding the high lane up against the wall. Dustin Reinstedel around the outside of the 93, Mark Cochran, Daytona winner. Sets his sights on Stephanie Halligan up ahead. Clears Mark, and now trying to figure out how to get under Stephanie Halligan. Down on the apron, right up behind Ty Williams, and these two have a history of racing clean, but battling up front as fresh tires, 8 laps fresher tires, prove to be the way to go right now. Ty Williams back into the lead, and Dustin Reinstedel, your pole sitter, has caught back up from 7th at the restart in 2 laps, back up to the number 2 spot. Looking for the number 1 spot, going inside for the lead. Across the line, it was Ty Williams this time. I think Dustin Reinstedel's going to regain the lead. Stephanie Halligan's following Dustin Reinstedel, trying to take note. Dustin Reinstedel has pulled 2 truck links already, now 3. Mark Cochran side by side with Michael Harris for 4th. Good racing going on behind them. Corbin Flickenstein and Jason Croft going at him. Mike Todd wants a piece of the action as well. They're racing all the way up and down this 38 car field, truck field. Oh, the 43 trying to shoot the middle. Mike Samia, 43, I believe, is Corbin Flickenstein. 31, Shane Coker. 71, Sean Cunningham. .43 still trying to work the middle groove. Robert Sanders and Ryan Sargent side by side. Brandon Morris looking behind, trying to figure out where to go. Riding with Brandon Morris now. Oh, Robert Sanders, I mean. The tie-dye man, Robert Sanders. Looking up at the 39 of Brandon Morris and the 40 of Michael Harris Jr. just restarted, dropping back a little bit. But this Kansas track, as you can see, very racy. We're still 3-4 wide. All the way around the track. Justin Thaler in the middle for the 3-car battle. With the 51. The 95. '51 is Ian Silva. Just behind Justin Taylor now. It's a good move for Justin Taylor, but he's still got to hold his own. Oh, you got a couple cars. Michael Harris and Mike Todd getting into it there. See what happened. Michael Harris in the 40 at the course truck. Like Mike Todd was into the wall behind him. Michael Harris, he just gets in the wall behind him on his own. Mike Todd does the same thing. Now Michael Harris loses a lot of spots as everybody tries to go around him clean. Eric Taylor gets by. Everybody gets by clean, so that's good. Nice job by everybody to avoid any bigger chaos. Michael Harris dropping back. Eric Taylor barely made it through there. Looking up at Armand Brousseau. Eric Taylor, the godfather of Midwest Motorsports. In the 15 truck, working the inside of the 95. Now, right on that white line, nice smooth hands by Eric Taylor. Do the tri-oval, staying off the apron, choosing to stay on the banking. Currently 25th position. Lots of racing left. Working lap 37. I'm glad to see such clean racing here. Get the cautions out of the way early. Now we're on a long string run. We're expecting to see possibly 32 to 35 laps on a tank of gas. Something like that. So last stopped at 30. We're looking 50 to 60, lap 50 to 60 maybe for green flag pit cycles. '99 Trevor McLaughlin trying to figure out how to stay off. Ooh, the 88's got a new paint, I believe. Looking good. 29 right in front. 29 is Andrew Miller. Still working 3 wide. Look at this chaos. Wouldn't you like to be a part of it? Midwest-motorsports.com. If you want to join us, of 2 oval leagues and a Road Series league as well. Eric Thaler splitting the gap there. Good clean racing. Look for the pit window to open about lap 50, 5-0. Remember, there were some guys that pitted at lap 12. Those guys and girls are going to have to come in a little sooner, as we do see a taker, I believe. Maybe not, but everybody's going right by. You can tell we have a huge crowd tonight. There's just somebody down on the apron, maybe getting out of the way. Thomas Fuller. Taking that Jordan car on the apron. Looks like he's got some damage. Coming out of the pits, maybe. Michael Ayers Jr. also pitting. Those are the lap 12 pitters. Remember, Michael Harris stayed out. But up front, it's all Dustin Reinstel in the 11. With a big lead, 3 seconds over Corbin Flickenstein and Michael Samia. This is the battle for second. Mike Samia wants it. Corbin Flickenstein has it. Here we are, Michael Samia. Oh no, Shane Coker, 31. Black flag for speeding in pit lane. That's going to take a drive through. Mike Samia either being patient or just can't find a way around. Not right now, can't find a way around Corbin Flickenstein. It's going to allow the number 3 truck of Jason Kraft get a spot. It's Justin Taylor looking up at Colton Lanford. Look at Colton Lanford. 31 serving his drive-through, now coming back into the pit spot. Lost a lap, unfortunately for him. So Justin Taylor and Mark Cochran now side by side. New number for Justin Taylor, the number 2. As the 10 truck aggressively drafts right behind Justin Taylor. Make sure he knows the 93 is there on the inside. 93 is Mark Cochran, your Daytona winner. All the way from Sydney, Australia. 14 hours ahead of us on the New York East Coast. Looks like Corbin Fleckenstein. I'm sorry, Noel Jackowitz is looking pretty racy here, trying to figure out a way around Justin Thaler. Into the fence even, looking for a way around. That's not going to help his cause. Didn't seem to slow him down too much, though. Ian Silva's trying to chase down the number 9, U.S. Air Force of James Olabison. Everybody's kind of finding a rhythm now. Brandon Thayer looking up at the 31 lap truck. Sean Coker, Eric Thaler, Trevor McLaughlin, and Andrew Miller here having a good battle. Riding with Andrew Miller, looking up at Trevor McLaughlin's 99 pink Ghost truck. Justin Hardy now trying to look around the outside of Andrew Miller. We're working lap 53, so the pit window's open now. Expecting to see some pit stops coming up any minute, especially from the leaders. Last pit lap was 20. Midwest-motorsports.com if you want to get in on the action. Check out the rules. Find out if you want to join our Oval Series. Trucks on Friday, Cup on Sunday. Road Series, currently GT4s on Tuesday. Check out the rules. Get on the Discord and join us. And it looks like Dustin Reinstedt's choosing this lap to come in, I think. Maybe not. Looks like he got on the binders there. But I'm expecting them any minute. Here he comes. Right on time. He must have heard me. All right, so that puts Mike Samia on the hot spot. Brandon Morris also decides to pit this lap. Justin Thaler worked his way up to second now. Trevor McLaughlin on his way out. All right, green flag pit stops. Dustin Reinstedtl does not jack up his car, it looks like. His truck, excuse me. Oh, there he goes. Now we're on the inside tires. And he's out. Let's see where he rejoins. Is Mike Samia going to pit this lap? Yes, sir, he is. So let's see where they rejoin. Dustin Reinstedtl making his way out. All right, where's Mike Samia? We'll look for him on the exit of turn 2. Should be coming up to speed. Dustin Reinstedtl with fresh tires, going to go around some lap trucks. Where's Mike Samia in the black? Not anywhere close. Ty Williams showing second place. He's in the red truck. 2 trucks behind the blue truck, number 11. There's all the way back to Michael Samia. Michael Samia's pit stop 15 seconds. Dustin Reinstedel 14.6. All about that track position. So that's everybody. Thomas Fuller's last stop was at lap 40. So you can go to about 70-ish, 75 maybe. All right, so we're back. Green flag racing. The race is on. Looks like Ryan Sargent's going to go a lap down. That is not what Ryan Sargent wanted to see. Dustin Reinstedel just putting guys a lap down, one at a time. Dustin Hardy's in 29th place, a lap down. We have 18 trucks, one lap down already. Total of 4 tires to use. Start the race on 1, you got 3 on the ground. It's Brendan Hornish in the 63 Yeti truck. Brendan is from Defiance, Ohio. He's only been sim racing 3 months. The number 63 is the number he wore in high school football. He once won at least a top 5 finish throughout this season. And he says he will do a shoey if he gets on the podium. So we're going to hold him to that. Ryan Sargent in the 69 gives him a little hip check there. Really looks up to Ross Chastain as the driver to admire. He wants to make it clear that he's no relation to Sam Hornish, the former Indy and NASCAR Cup driver. But Brendan Hornish, his first season with Midwest Motorsports. We're glad you're here, Brendan. Thanks for joining us. That Yeti paint looks really good. You can recognize it from a distance. He's doing a good job hanging with the leader, Dustin Reinstedel. And that's the leader on the outside. Brendan looks like he's trying to get his lap back. Brendan Horner's in the 63 chrome numbers. Looks like he spent some time in GIMP or trading paints. Maybe Photoshop. He's smarter than me, which ain't saying much, but you know, if you know, you know. Gets his lap back. Good job, Brendan. "36 trucks on the lead lap now." Ty Williams pretty far back though. Nicholas Aslan right behind him. 4th position in the 48 truck. This is for second place. Working lap 70. Nice long green flag run. Last lap, Robert Sanders got into it with somebody. We'll see what happened with he and Ryan Sargent in the 71. I think it was probably just a touch. Ooh, up into the wall. Good hard racing. Oh yeah, Robert Sanders gives him a big bump. Oh, and he blinks. 71's blinking. There he's back. Robert Sanders in the tie-dye truck. 71, Sean Cunningham. Just a little rubbing. He didn't bump you. He didn't nudge you. He didn't wreck you. He rubbed you. And rubbing, son, is racing. Still side by side with 71, Robert Sanders. Gets around him. Sean Cunningham finally gives up the spot. Good hard racing in this Midwest Motorsports truck series. Back live now. Nicholas Aslan in the 48. I think he's just trying to butter me up with Jimmy Johnson paint. Nick Aslan has won, I believe it was Talladega last season. Good hard run. From Port Charlotte, Florida. He and his dad. Just started sim racing this January 24. Fanatec CSL. Big Chase Elliott fan, Hendrick Motorsport. See if what he can do this full season. Wants to run consistently and go for the points. He has a degree in journalism, if you don't know. Nicholas Aslan wants to do motorsports journalism. Nick Aslan currently third, trying to get second away from Ty Williams up here. They've got a good 2 seconds back plus to Corbin Flickenstein. They're working the last 26 laps of the race. Justin Reinstedt on his own up front. So if this becomes a pit race, pit limited race, obviously it is, you can make it to the end now on fuel. I don't think you can. I think everybody's going to have to stop at least once more. I don't think you can make it from the latest pit stop I see. But we got Mike Samia pitted at 70. So did Mike Todd. Those guys can go to the end. There's a couple that can go to the end now. Okay. There's some strategy working as long as there's no yellows. Andrew Miller and Ian Silva now come into pit. There they are, pitting together. Here's the leader. Michael Samia pitted at lap 70. Currently a lap down, but he can go to the end. Ian Silva can go to the end. Robert Olavison can go to the end. A couple of these guys, depending on how the cautions play out, that's what I'm going to watch. You heard it here first. James Shea called it. We'll see how the cautions play out. Thomas Fuller in the 87 has got that Jordan paint looking really cool. We're riding with Dustin Reinstedel right now. Those are just the cars on track in the battle box. Not really super huge, but important factors in the race right now. But plenty to go. Dustin last stop. Trevor McLaughlin comes into pit. Dustin last stop was 56. Ty Williams last stop was 52. So I expect Ty Williams to pit any minute. Right on cue. Thanks for making me look good, Ty. Dustin Reinsettle can stay out for about 4 more laps, I believe. Jason Kraft comes in. Brandon Morris assumes the second place spot, but he pitted the same lap as Dustin Reinsettle. They are 8 seconds apart. Brandon Morris comes in. I want to check out Mike Samia and their number 1 truck. The 5 truck looks good too. John Aslin. So we know Mike Samia can go all the way. As he goes to unlap himself now. Dustin Reinsettle's in the pits, I believe. So let's see if Mike Samia can come out in front of Dustin Reinsettle. The Dallas Cowboys paint of Mike Samia is looking good. Let's see where he comes out. He's going past the start-finish line now. Under Josh Anderson in the 41. Mike Samia rocking the Stars and Stripes helmet. Mark Cochran showing your current leader. 16 laps to go. This has been a long green flag race, and I'm happy to see it, especially after the way Daytona went. 10 cautions last week. Current leader showing Brandon Thayer in the 64, the 15 of Eric Thayer right behind. But he has to pit unless he's done some incredible fuel saving. There's the 15 of Eric Thayer trying to figure out how to get out of this traffic jam that he's in. There's no way these guys can make 42 laps out of a tank, can they? 15 laps to go. Mike Samia still a lap down. Did not work out. Robert Sanders pitted at 79. But I see Dustin Reinstedt's the first one to pit. He's going to come out with the lead, I believe, after these green flag cycles work out. Move Eric Thaler up a spot on the 64. But I think he needs a splash or a yellow to save him. Eric Thaler is your leader of the race. The godfather of Midwest Motorsports, Eric Thaler. Jack of all trades. Does a little bit of everything. Got second in the Cup Series season opener at Daytona. Probably wishing he had a little better run in the Truck Series, but Kansas proving to be a tough track to win at. Josh Anderson comes in the 41. That leaves Colton Lanford and Eric Thaler, the only ones that have not pitted yet. There's Colton Lanford in the 25 Mountain Dew truck. Those chrome numbers look awesome. Michael Harris going around the outside. So Colton Lanford decides to slam on the brakes, come in. 25 pitting this time. Back up to lead, Eric Thaler. Ian Silva working the inside. Mark Cochran and Stephanie Piccoli. A little fender bender, rubbing elbows. Mark Cochran seemed to get the worst end of that deal. Eric Thaler staying out with 10 to go. He is hoping and praying for a caution, or he is ultra light on the throttle. Eric Thaler's last lap was a 32.5. Dustin Reinstedtl with a 31.3, 1.2 seconds faster. So yes, Eric Thaler is definitely on high fuel conserve mode, as he has no choice but to come into pit now as the 3 goes by. And where's Dustin Reinstedtl? Can Eric Thaler just get 8 laps of fuel and come out before Dustin gets by? Nope. There goes Dustin right on by, assuming the lead again. New leader, back to the front, number 11. He wants to come see me in the box. We talked to him before the race started. Said it was going to be a good race. He was absolutely right about that. Ty Williams in second, only 3 seconds back now. 6 laps to go. Dustin Reinstedel in the lead. Ty Williams that far back. And that far back to Nicholas Aslan. 3 seconds, 5 seconds back to Nicholas Aslan for third. 5 laps to go. We're going green the whole way. We have 21 cars on the lead lap, half the field. Dustin Reinstedel, your golf coach at Pikeville University. University of Pikeville, I should say. Let me get it right. Bear Nation golf team, seeing his coach enjoy his hobby on the weekends and Friday nights especially, as he dominates the race so far. As long as there's no yellows, Dustin Reinstedel laying down the gauntlet for the season, saying if it's not a super speedway, if I'm showing up, if I'm not on a cruise, I'm cruising to victory tonight. Dustin Reinstedel, 3 to go. And close battles coming on back here for P20. Brandon Cotton, that's where Eric Taylor ended up, currently 18th. Brandon Cotton in the 17. The good-looking 17 truck. Going under Mike Samia. Tough break for Mike Samia. Pit strategy just didn't quite work out. That's happened sometimes at these big races. But up front, it's all Dustin Reinstedel. Working the back stretch for the final time. It is Dustin Reinstedel. Gonna win the race. Dustin Reinstedel takes the checkered flag. Congratulations to Dustin Reinstedel winning the Kansas Speedway Midwest Motorsports 101. Pretty much flag to flag for Dustin Reinstedel. Congratulations to you, sir. Once the race becomes official, hopefully I'll be able to put up the race spread. Ty Williams comes and gives him a nudge. And there we have it. Dustin Reinstedel, Ty Williams, and Nicholas Aslan, 1, 2, and 3. See if we can do some burnouts. Dustin Reinstedel, your race winner. Midwest Motorsports Truck Series from Kansas Speedway. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I don't think he has a celebration other than to do some burnout. A little bit of a Polish victory lap. Congratulations to Dustin Reinstedel. Once again, it's going to change the points up. Albert Williams, Ty Williams, Nicholas Aslan also with a good job. See if we can bring him in here for some interviews. Well, first of all, we'll chat with Nicholas Aslan, I believe. 1 second. Let me get you off of mute here.
Hello.
Hey, Nick Aslan, you got us?
I got you loud and clear.
Hey, man, congratulations on a great P3, man. Not too bad, right?
Yeah, it was a struggle, having the EOL from getting caught up in a bunch of other people's mess last week and
Oh,
um just like having to come from deep midfield. I feel like I was pretty proud of myself working my way up.
yeah, you should be, man. That was really good. Did you have a little bit of strategy going on there? Did you know when to take your last pit? Or
Not too much. Obviously like during the stage yellow, or not stage yellow, the comp yellow, I pitted there and I didn't make up as many spots as I had hoped for before the comp caution, but had a good pit cycle. The first like green flag pit stop, I was able to make up a lot of spots there at the end when guys were just really falling off. Um, that definitely helped, and I think I short pit by like a couple laps, and that got me ahead of some of the other guys I was racing with. And it sucks I didn't get to see Dustin at all this race. Would have loved to tried to go for the win with him, but hopefully another week we'll be up there battling for the win.
yeah, you kind of checked out on everybody, didn't you? Well, hey, man, it was great to see you up front again. I know you won a race last season. This is your first full season, so eighth at Daytona and then third here at Kansas. Not too bad. We got an off week, and then looking forward to Texas, man. Congratulations on a great run tonight, Nicholas. We'll look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks.
Thank you. Looking forward to it.
All right, good job, Nick. Thanks. Thanks again for joining us.
Yep.
All right, we got Ty Williams also here. He finished second. Um, it was a little bit hard to keep up with Dustin Reinstedel there, but you did the best you could, Ty, and you had the right strategy as well. So, man, how did it look from your end?
Yeah, it was playing catch up. At comp yellow, I decided to play some strategy and only hit for fuel since we had only had really 12 green flag laps on our tires, and it was okay. I mean, as soon as Dustin got to second, he got right by me, and I was kind of on that cliff of where you start having to lift, and from there, it was just about hanging on. I could only run the top, and I was holding my own for a while and fell back down to like 10th. Short pitted on that first green flag cycle, and that's what got me all the way up to second, and held off Nicholas for a while. And then on the second go around, I did a two tire stop and just try something. And I mean, I'm happy with a second. You know, this is the first race of the season for me since I didn't compete in Daytona. So it's about, gaining the points and, running clean, led one lap, had 0x, and it's just about gaining points over the course of the season like this. It's just, I got to find that extra step that Dustin had today. He was lights out, and I think I could have matched him, but the lap cars did play a role with the drafting. You get a nice toe down the back stretch and the front stretch that I didn't get until that last cycle. So definitely we'll see rebound, practice some more for the next race, and try and go at it again.
Yeah, well, not bad, man. I know, you know, you and Dustin have a history of battling hard and racing hard together. So I'm sure we'll see you and Dustin working out again with a 38 car field. I'm sure working through lap traffic, like you mentioned, was played a little bit of a factor. But I don't know if anybody could have caught Dustin today. He was out front in a league of his own, and we got an off week to work on before you go to Texas. What do you think we're going to see there, Ty?
Yeah, I've had a few races in Texas here, and officials and stuff. I feel like I'm pretty good at Texas, and it's less of a wide open track, kind of like this, where that first turn you got to really have good throttle control. So I think Texas will be a fun one. Just gotta be ready for anything that's thrown.
Yep. Right on, man. We'll be watching for you, Ty. Great run again tonight, man. It was great to see you up front, the 81 truck. Looking good out here at Kansas. We'll look for you in a couple of weeks.
Alrighty, thank you.
Thanks, Ty. And your winner, Dustin Reinstedel, finally out. Got done with the TV interviews. Now he can come in here to the radio interviews, I guess, and got a little bit of water. How's it going, Dustin? Man, that was once again flag to flag minus the green flag pit cycles. Man, tell us what you saw from your end.
First, I want to give a shout out to all. I think we had 38 guys in here tonight. That was probably the longest green flag run I've ever seen in our truck series.
How
I think
about
we
it,
had
baby?
like
Let's go.
one or two cautions at most, even counting the competition caution. So I didn't think it was going to go that green. With about 15 laps left after that last pit cycle, I was telling everybody in the admin group chat, I'm like, I'm just waiting on it. I'm waiting on it. I'm out of tires. It's going to happen. But kudos to all the guys for keeping it clean. And there was some really hard racing out there still. I know right before my last pit, I sat in between two lap cars and just kind of drafted with them because there was no getting around them. They were just as fast as I was on newer stuff, and I mean, no point in battling guys that are battling each other too. But yeah, it looked like Ty started to gain on me there at the end. The last couple laps, I was really worried that I've burnt my stuff up because I know last time we raced here when it got dark, he came out of nowhere and I couldn't catch him. So I was just waiting on it. But it was really fun to actually have different strategy. I didn't think about anything before the race started, so it was fun to kind of figure it all out during the race, especially with the green flag run. A late caution would have made that even more interesting, I think, because I know a couple guys saved some tires on the competition yellow, which is pretty cool. It gives us that option now. But a lot of different strategies.
I agree. There were several different strategies. A couple guys, about 6 or 8 guys came in at like lap 70. So I guess that means they could have gone 31 laps. So waiting for that last caution like you were. Eric Taylor was one of them, and there was a couple other guys. But yeah, Dustin, great to see you out front. We missed you in Daytona, man. I'm glad you had a good trip, but making another run for the championship.
Yes, sir. Probably missed a couple races this year, so I might be out on the championship, but it's always fun to get in here on Friday nights and race with everybody whenever I can.
I agree. Well, it's a lot of fun watching you put on the clinic out here. I don't think every race is gonna go like that, man. So take them when you can get them. I know you cherish each win as hard effort on your side, but it paid off tonight. Congratulations on a great run, Dustin. Any shout outs other than what you've done already?
Just all of our guys on the admin team for thinking up the new schedule, putting everything together. We used to just go with just strictly night races, and now we have them kind of starting some of them in the daytime, running into night, changing it up a little bit. Less fast repairs for the truck series this year, so I think that'll
No
help with some of
stages,
the cleaner races, no stages. I, for one, like stages because that's how I was getting my points
bonus points.
previously.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I also know, you know, it played probably too big of a factor the way we had it. So it's cool to see us mix it up and to see it work. I mean, there wasn't a single caution after the competition yellow, so it definitely something worked out of that, right?
I agree 100%. Those green flag pit stops really leave the option up to the driver. So there's lots of room for different opportunities, man. Well, again, Dustin, congratulations on a great job. You parked it in victory lane, right on the stripe, like we like to see. Congratulations. We'll look for you in 2 weeks at Texas, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, that's Dustin Reinstell, your winner. We'll make that a wrap. I'm James J. for Josh Watt, working the booth and the broadcast, reminding you to stay in your lane, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.